Hello and welcome to the Sideboard here at the 2015 Players Championship. I am Nick Miller alongside our Players champion, Jim Davis. Congratulations,
yes.
sir.
Thank you very much.
Now, I remember back in January when you won the Indianapolis Open.
Mm-hmm.
You said, I hadn't won an Open before. I haven't won a trophy. My friends kept bragging on me. I don't have a trophy. Well, right. You have probably the biggest trophy you can get at this point.
I got to get a trophy shelf or something.
I would hand it to you, but this thing is massive.
Yeah.
Now, what a run. You had a tough day one.
I did.
Modern did not treat you well. Legacy did not treat you very well either.
No, it did
but
not.
You made it to day two, and you had a very well-positioned standard deck.
That was the deck I was happy with, like, by far.
Talk about your run all the way through, making it to the finals, and then we'll go through the finals match by match.
Sure. I mean, I was pretty fortunate, honestly. My deck, I built it to beat Jeskai for the most part. I knew I was fine against Abzan, not good against the Atarka red strategies. Rally wasn't great either. But I expected a lot of Jeskai, and I happened to run into like 4 or 5 in a row or whatever, so it really worked out. I was very scared this morning that Tom Ross was on Atarka red and he'd be on the play, and very relieved when I sat down and saw his deck list that it was Jeskai. So, yeah, I mean, things just kind of worked out. I picked a deck that seemed like it would be well suited for the field and hit my breaks, and the deck was pretty good. So.
Yeah, of all the people you would expect in the Players' Championship field to be on Atarka red, Tom Ross has to be the guy.
Right, like I was like, there's no way he's not, you know, so. Yes, there's definitely a sigh of relief this morning when we saw that.
Turns out you get deck lists. He's on the Jeskai Black deck that the entire Roanoke crew is on.
Right.
Systematically, you destroyed the Roanoke crew through the standard bracket. You beat Tom.
There were some close ones, but sure.
You beat Brad. And of course, you beat Todd, setting up, game 2 or match 2 of the finals. Modern.
Yes.
Green Red Tron, Team or Twin. How did you feel going in, knowing you had a tough Legacy matchup if it went to match 3? I
mean, I was happy because I'd be on the play in the Legacy match, worst case scenario, and obviously Delver decks are very good in the play. And looking at his list, he really had no sideboard cards for Tron at all. There were no Blood Moons, there were no Molten Rain, stuff like that. So I knew if I assembled Tron, I'd be in good shape in the post-board games. Obviously, he has a twin combo, but he's a little lighter on it. There's only like 5 creatures and 3 twins, so he wouldn't be able to combo me as effectively. So it looked pretty good on paper, and I was hoping for good matchups when I was playing Tron. I mean, I'm not really a Tron player, but this tournament I tried to really find decks that were well suited to what I thought I was going to play against, and it did not work yesterday. I mean, I played against 2 of the decks I thought would be good against, in Abzan and Jund, and lost, but thankfully it worked when it counted. So.
Right. We saw Joe Lissette did this last year, picking some wacky decks that people wouldn't expect, but everyone kind of knew the format. They were going to see the deck list, so no one went too far from their normal range. But you showed up, the typical blue-white mage we see.
Right.
Playing green-red in Modern, green-red in Standard, and then Sultai in Legacy.
Right. The delay in between the matches was I had to take the cards out of my Tron deck and put them into my standard deck into my Tron deck. But yeah, I mean, with Legacy, I just kind of stayed with the deck I knew. 3 formats is a lot to test for, so I kind of was like, all right, I'm going to take one format and kind of just play something I know, and then try and metagame the other ones. Obviously, standard was the most important because that was today, and that's single elimination, that's the biggest thing. Matches yesterday, are important for seeding, but today, if you lose, you're dead. So I spent most of my time on standard. I played this deck 2 weeks ago. I did poorly, so no one really knew about it, which is good. And then I didn't play at the Invitational for that reason. I thought the other deck was very good against Jeskai in particular. So, yeah.
Well, let's go back a little bit more. So you played, Indianapolis. You won that. Mm-hmm. You're very happy. That helped you lock up, part of your season 1 points championship to ensure you were here for a second year.
Definitely.
Last year, you were at the Players Championship. Did not go very well. You were very motivated to do well this year. Talk about how that last year's experience kind of fueled you this year, and now you're already locked in as the first 3-time Players Championship participant.
Yeah, I mean, last year was bad. Last year I was very, very disappointed. Came with some pretty high expectations. Obviously, coming in second to dead last is probably wasn't in the expectations. But yeah, this year I was pretty focused. I really wanted to do much better this time. Obviously, it would have been harder to do worse. But yeah, I mean, definitely came in chip on my shoulder, if I want to use a cliche. And yeah, I don't know, it just feels crazy.
All right, well, you're locked up for next year. Are we still going to see you on the Open Series?
Probably. I mean, I like I said in my Player Champs interview, one tournament at a time, one day at a time. This is today. I just got to bring this thing home somehow, and we're gonna hang out with the whole crew or whatever. I mean, everyone here is so cool, and it's been really, really great. Everyone's hanging out. A lot of us saw Star Wars. I went out to dinner, and we're all going to have a party tonight and stuff. and it's just been awesome. So for now, let's just do this, and then
All right.
one thing at a time.
Well, make sure you don't drink out of this. Congratulations one last time.
Thank you
I'm
so
gonna send
much.
it back to Patrick and Cedric. The last time here in Roanoke in 2015.
Thanks, guys.